Om Ajnana-timirandasya Gnananjana-shalakaya Chakshur-anmilitam ena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha. Nama Om Vishnu-padaya Krishna-prasthaya Bhutale Srimati Bhakti-vedanta Swamiti Namini. Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharini Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschate Satarini. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. So today we will have a quick review of the first three chapters. So I thank once again for all of you for your wonderful participation. So today let us deep dive into the first three chapters. So now I'm going to give you a small reflection about three chapters. So pay attention, and then you'll get a chance to speak one by one. Okay. All right. So the first chapter, what we discussed was observing the armies on the battlefield of Kurukshetra. This was chapter 1. So we could see that in the chapter 1 of Bhagavad Gita, it sets a background of the whole Mahabharata war. Just like, in the families also sometimes we have a disputes. So the war also began due to injustice and greed, the Kauravas and Pandavas. And we could see the Kauravas wanted the entire kingdom, while the Pandavas stood for dharma, righteousness. We could see that, right? And we could see King Dhritarashtra was blind, asked about the battle happening in the Kurukshetra. He wanted to know what is happening in the Kurukshetra, the land of dharma. Though Lord Krishna tried to stop the war, but Duryodhana, he refused because he doesn't want a peace. So you can see sage Vyasa, he offered Dhritarashtra a very special divine vision, but he declined. Instead, Sanjaya was granted the divine sight, and he narrated the whole Mahabharata war. Through him, the Gita begins. So we could see here in the first chapter, the Pandavas, they suffered greatly. We could see how Duryodhana was trying to poison Bhima, and we could see how they wanted to, they had this Lakshagira fire, how they want to destroy the whole Pandavas. And we could also see how they insulted Mother Draupadi, but yet Dhritarashtra, he remained very silent due to being very blind, attached to the sun. Actually, he knows this is wrong, but he was not only blind through his eyes, he was blind himself, because this shows how, he was not corrected to the situation. This leads to attachment, which leads to adharma and destruction, right? So we also discussed in the first chapter how Duryodhana was very proud and he was very selfish. He even he posted Bhishma and that see, Bhishma and Karna is in my team. So we're gonna win the war. But he forgot that Krishna was in the Pandava side. Whereas Krishna, he is victory assured, because wherever there's Krishna, victory is assured. Then we could see how the divine conch, when Krishna and Arjuna started blowing the divine conch, so it shattered the hearts of Kauravas, like a thief, like we see a police when he is moving around. If a thief robber sees police, he will get a little bit fear, right? We could see that also, and then we also discuss about the signs of victory were already present, because we could see on the flag there was a Hanuman was in that flag, right? So we could see the divine chariot, and we could see the Krishna's presence. So Krishna, though he's a supreme lord, he was king of Dwaraka actually, we could see that because Arjuna's chariot, you see, actually Krishna being the supreme lord, he became the driver, Sarathi of Krishna, out of being very pure. So you could see how Krishna was, became a driver. He showed the causeless mercy when both Arjuna and Duryodhana, when they approached Krishna. Actually, Arjuna humbly chose Krishna alone. Actually, Duryodhana thought that maybe he will choose, the whole Narayana Sena. But when actually Arjuna said, "I want you, Krishna," then we could see how Duryodhana was very happy. So we could see that Duryodhana thought, if I get the whole army, I will win the war. So Krishna even served Arjuna lovingly as a driver, as a friend, as a caretaker, showing his devotion to his devotees. We also discussed how when the chariot was placed between the two armies, Arjuna saw his teacher, Dronacharya, his elder relatives, friends Bhishma. On the opposite side, he became very emotionally overwhelmed. His body, trembled. His bow got slipped. He said, I don't want to fight." We all know that how Arjuna said, "I don't want to fight in this war." He gave a couple of reasons. What is the use of victory if my loved ones die in the war? He said, I'm very fearful about the sin, killing my elders like Bhishma and Dronacharya. And also he spoke about Kula Dharma. If I kill all these people in the war, what about their wives? They'll all become widow. So he was very compassionate from his heart. They want to do this. But you see, Arjuna was not a coward. He was confused and he was very emotional. So this is this is the moment where and actually Arjuna surrenders to Krishna due to confusion. And this is the time where actually Krishna starts speaking Bhagavad Gita. So in the first chapter, Arjuna is speaking and Krishna is just listening, right? But in the second chapter, Arjuna is listening and Krishna is speaking. So what I meant to say is the conclusion of the first chapter, that there was a battlefield, between two sides, and we could see the mindset of Duryodhana and Dhritarashtra. They were very proud, very cunning, and we could see how the victory of Pandavas, because Krishna was with the Pandavas side, and we could see how Krishna also was very merciful because he became a driver, Sarathi of Arjuna. The Arjuna's confusion and sadness because he saw his relatives and friends who were in the battlefield. He was very fearful. So Krishna, tried to make him understand. So all this happened in the second chapter, because second chapter is what? Content of Gita summarized. Okay, the first chapter name is Observing the Armies on the Battlefield of Kurukshetra, and the second chapter is Contents of Gita summarized. So in the second chapter, we discussed very nicely. Second chapter, we discussed how Arjuna became a true student by humbly surrendering to Krishna and admitting his confusion. So we could see, only when actually Arjuna accepts Krishna as a teacher, and then he gets the divine knowledge, right? So whenever we want some knowledge, first we have to become very humble. We have to accept him as our teacher. Correct. So here we can see Lord Krishna explains that Arjuna was reluctant. He said, "I don't want to fight," because he was very emotionally attached, because he had a fear of sin, and he had a lot of compassion because of a bodily relationship. But then Krishna gave the main teachings of Bhagavad Gita. What he said? He said, "We are not this body, we are soul. The body is temporary, but the soul is never born. It never dies." And we also gave an example of that parrot and the cage, right? The cage is compared to the body and the parrot is compared to the soul. So if we only clean the cage, if we don't give the food for the parrot, then parrot may die. So it's like we give example of that vasamsi jirna nita vihaya, how the body keeps on changing, like changing of clothes. So therefore a wise person, an intelligent person does not grieve, shoka. He will not do shoka for this body, because Krishna is instructing Arjuna that you have to rise above your personal emotion and you have to perform your duty as a warrior. You're a Kshatriya. Kshatriya means you have to fight, as a warrior. Fight, because that is dharma for you, without any anger or selfish desire. So by doing your duty with devotion, without being attachment for the result, then you can attain peace. That's why he says, you remember me and you fight. Mam Smaran Uddhacha, he says, So steady wisdom, and then you get the freedom from fear. So then we discuss about the Karma Yoga, very important chapter. That Karma Yoga also we discuss about very couple of points. We saw how Krishna is clarifying Arjuna's confusion between vairagya and action, renunciation and action. So he teaches that spiritual life does not mean that you should give up everything, once, but performing with the right consciousness. I mean to say, remembering the Lord while acting. Mam Anusmara Yuddhacha. You remember me and you fight. So we also spoke about that we have two duties. One is bodily duty, that is called Swadharma, and we have spiritual duty, which is Atma Gyan. And the highest path is Karma Yoga, that is doing our work as an offering to God without having any attachment with the result. Karmanya vadika samapalashta kadachana. You do your duty, you do your best and leave the rest. Don't have any expectation. If exams are coming, I will prepare for my exam, but I should not expect, I should get 90%, 60%, 85%. You give your best and leave the rest. So we discussed this also in the last chapter. When actions are performed according to Krishna's guidance, when we do according to Krishna's guidance, then they are not bind by any karma, because we are following the niyama, the rules and regulations of Lord Krishna. Because Krishna says patram pushpam palam toyam. He never says matanam chickenam. He never says, you offer me with the love. It can be a flower, it can be a fruit, it can be a water, it can be a leaf. Offer with love. So Krishna explains that the real enemy is what? Desire, kama, which turns into anger, and then people start doing wrongly. Because you see, somebody have to do something, they can't do, they become very angry. When they become angry, they start doing wrongly, right? So how to control this? By controlling our senses through prasadam. When we take prasadam, it becomes purified. We should take prasadam, we should chant Lord's holy name, purifying the mind through chanting, and we should also sharp our intelligence through spiritual study. So we could see that we can gain that spiritual strength by only that is possible to defeat the inner enemy. Kama, Krodh, Matsar. We all can try to stop this only when we become very pure. When we chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra, when you take only prasadam, when we follow the guidance of what Krishna has explained in the Bhagavad Gita, then it is possible. And we also discuss about very important thing. What is that? Good leadership. We have to teach the society by example. So a true leader means one who is selfless, who wants to guide others. We spoke about the acharyas, Madhavacharya, we spoke about Shankaracharya, all these great souls, we spoke about that, right? And then finally, the chapter 3, it concludes that freedom and peace, they come not by escaping the work, but by working selflessly, serving Krishna, and gradually become a Niskama Karma Yogi. Remember, Niskama Karma Yogi, we spoke about two things. One was Sakama and Niskama. Sakama Karma Yogi, he does everything. He believes in God, he believes in scriptures, Shastra mein unko bharosa hai, but he also has some selfish attachment. That is called Sakama Karma Yoga. Niskama Karma Yoga is completely for Krishna. Alright. Then he also spoke about Karmis, Karma Kanda. So all these things are discussed. So now you all be given a chance to speak about that one by one, okay? So who's the first person who want to start sharing? You can raise your hands. Okay, it was Anvay. Okay, so I'll put Anvay on the screen. Okay.
Anvay, I am going to share the first chapter, which is observing the armies of battlefield of Kurukshetra. So in first, it was that battlefield, then a sign of victory for Pandavas. Third, Lord Shri Krishna's causeless mercy and reason of Arjuna's reluctance for fight.
You can turn on the camera. You can turn on the camera so that we can see what you're saying.
Okay.
You can explain what you understood. No need to say and speak. Just explain what you understood first chapter.
Yes, Prabhuji. So in first, why was Arjuna was speaking about why he is not participating in the war. Because he was very social thinking, that he was compassion that he might lose his friends and families or relatives. He thought that he is doing a sin of killing his brothers, and he was a very gentle person. He was not coward, but he was gentle, that he couldn't fight with his own people.
Okay. Second chapter
we saw second chapter, which was contents of the Gita summarized. First was taking us as a disciple, and second, we are a soul, not the body. Third was that duties of soul and body. That duties are that we how we should care for our body and soul. Like for the body, serving our body, we should eat good healthy food, do exercise. But to for the soul, we have to chant mantra and should recite the mantra of Krishna. And the fourth was that how characteristics of Krishna and devotees consciousness.
Okay. So you can just tell what you understood from the second chapter. Okay, fine. So second
Second,
chapter, Krishna spoke to Arjuna because
yes.
Arjuna was confused, and Arjuna said, "Krishna, now you are my guru. You are my teacher." Okay, okay, fine. What about third chapter?
Third chapter, the karmic bond, stages of life, leaders, and the real enemy. Though the first karmic bond, we should give up the attachment of the results and the actions of karmas. We should, and the second stages of life, there are three stages of lives, which are karmi, karma kanda, and karma yogi. Karmi, which means doing good karma, and second karma kanda means using the god for our selfishness. Third karma yogi means serving god and chanting mantra. For a third, which is leader, we should be a good leader and tell people and guide them to also do the bhakti of Krishna. And the last, which is the enemy, which is our own desire and anger. We should not be angry, which is this anger and desire is only the real enemy of ours. No one is the real enemy in the material world.
Okay, thank
We
you.
ourself and
Yes.
our soul is only the real enemy.
No, not the soul. Soul is eternal.
So
Soul is
soul,
not our
our
enemy. Soul is the eternal thing, and the enemy is what is in our heart.
yes,
Kama, Krodh, Lobh. That's our real enemy.
our mindset is the real enemy.
Okay, okay. Thank you so much. It was very nice. Hare
Thank
Krishna. Okay, so we have next Arjun has raised his hand, so I'll put him on this one. Just one sec. Spotlight, and yes.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Hare
I am
Krishna.
Arjun and I am going to share the 3 chapters points. So the first chapter was observing the armies of the battlefield. In this chapter, there are 4 points. It is divided into 4 parts, like battlefield, a sign of victory for Pandavas, Lord Krishna's causeless mercy, and the reason for Arjuna not fighting in the war.
Okay.
First was battlefield. According to the battlefield, Dhritarashtra asked his servant Sanjay for what was happening in the battlefield. He told, according to the what he can see was the son of Pandus were powerful and have a chance of winning the war. Sign of victory for Pandavas. Sign of a victory for Pandavas was because Krishna was supporting them, and he was also explaining Arjuna still as being a chariot of Arjuna. Lord Krishna's causeless mercy was he was helping Arjuna understand things when Arjuna was confused. Reason for Arjuna not fighting in the war was he did not want to. He thought it was a sin to kill his own relatives and family members. He thought if he kills them, then their wives and everyone would be like widows. So he didn't want to kill them. in the second chapter,
I think you made a lot of good notes, huh?
contents of the Gita summary, taking shelter as a discipline. Where in this chapter, Krishna tells like he start explaining to Arjuna about why to fight and for dharma, and he tells him as a disciple. And second one is I'm not a body but soul. In this, Lord Krishna explains us that everyone in the world is not a body but a soul. It's like changing clothes from old clothes to new clothes, and duties of body and soul. Duties of body and soul. Body is having a good life and eating healthy foods, but for soul, it's like chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra and reading Bhagavad Gita. And the last characteristic of Krishna's conscious and devotees. In this, he told how devotee should be and how devotee should be. And the third chapter. The third chapter was Karma Yoga. In this, there are three parts. Like first is Karmi. In this, they use Lord for like they are devotees, but they don't. They still have an attachment towards their family members, and they are still in the Maya. And now it's Karma Yoga, who people who directly gave up everything and are for Krishna's consciousness without any selfless, and it's now it's Karma Kanda, where people use Lord for their own selfishness.
Okay, you're a little confused, but no problem. Go ahead. Okay, thank you so much, Arjun. So you're almost very close. Okay, fine. Thank you. And now, okay, we have. Okay, I think Vihan was not there, so he might be not knowing it. Okay, Navya, we'll get Navya online now. Okay, we'll get Navya in the spotlight. And I think Navya, she's a very talkative girl, and she's going to give wonderful answers. Okay, so Navya, you have to just explain what you understood. You don't have to take the book like Arjuna and start explaining. So you just have to tell what you understood in first chapter, second chapter, third chapter, and also the names of the chapters. Okay, go ahead.
Yes, Prabhuji. So, Hare Krishna Prabhuji, I am Navya. And in the first chapter, the battlefield of Kurukshetra, we understood that Dhritarashtra was really scared by hearing this sound of those conch shells played by Krishna and Arjuna. And then when Krishna was sleeping, so Duryodhana came first and sat near his head. So that shows that he has so much pride. And then came Arjuna. So he sat, he was very humble, so he sat near his feet quietly. And then when Krishna woke up, he saw Arjun first because his glance was there. So he asked him, "Why are you here?" So then Duryodhana screamed that, "I am here first, talk to me first." So Krishna was no, I saw Arjun first, so I'll talk to him first. So he asked Arjuna, that in Mahabharata, but I'll not anything. I will not fight in the war. So Arjun chose Krishna, and Duryodhan was very happy at that moment. He thought that okay, Krishna is a coward. He can't do anything. But Duryodhan was very happy to get the Narayan Sena. So in this chapter, I understood this. In the second chapter, the contents of Gita summarized. So first topic, it was taking shelter as a disciple. So Arjuna surrendered himself to Krishna, saying, "I don't know anything. anything, Krishna. Just you tell me what to do not. So that's the time when Krishna explained the Gita to him that why should you fight and why should you not? So it's dharma and everything. So then he explained that I am a body and not a soul. So in which you gave an example of the parrot and the cage. We clean the cage, but the parrot is hungry inside. So the parrot will die. So no, what do we call that? No, you know, uh, no gain for us by that. And then you also give the example of clothes, wearing new clothes and throwing the other. And then the responsibilities of body and soul. So responsibilities of body are cleaning, bathing, daily eating food, and keeping ourselves clean, keeping our surroundings clean. But to keep our soul clean, we have to do chanting regularly and to be in Krishna consciousness. And then the characteristics of devotees. We have to be always selfless and never to be selfish. We shouldn't have that pride on us, and we should be selfless always. And then comes the third chapter, Karma Yoga, in which we especially learn that we should not expect the fruit first. We should try our best and not expect the fruit. What would we get? We shouldn't think of the result, in which you said that do the best and leave the rest. So that's what I learned from the third chapter. And then we learn stages of life. The Karmi means living this life normally. He's eating, sleeping, and going and coming, and nothing about devotion. But in Karma Kanda, he's doing the devotion, he's doing bhakti, but for his own gain. And in the Karma Yogi, he is doing everything for Krishna consciousness. He has surrendered himself for God and he is selfless. So in this, we have two types of Karma Yogi. We have Sakama Karma Yogi and Nishkama Karma Yogi. Sakama Karma Yogi means we have something for us. We do bhakti, but we have something for us, that we are a little selfish. And then it comes Karma Yogi, in which we surrender ourselves to Krishna. We are selfless and we don't think of ourselves. So thank you, Prabhuji, and that's all.
Yes, thank you, Navya. That was beautifully presented. I think very fantastic. Okay, good. So now we have Charvi and then we have Dia. Okay, so we'll get the Charvi now online. Just bring her in the spotlight. Okay, yes, Charvi, go ahead. Yes.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, I'm Chhatri. So I understood that the first chapter is the battlefield of Kurukshetra. That chapter is telling that the Arjuna was confused or abused that what he would like to do, what he was to do. He is confused there because again said there are so relatives and his friends or many more. So he asked Krishna, dear Krishna, what should I do now? Because the against of me there are a lot of my friends and my relatives, my brothers. So he was confused. Krishna explained that you have to fight because you are a soldier. You are not a brother or you are not a son of anyone. You are a soldier now. And in the second chapter, there is the karmic bond. There were three stages: karmi, karma kanda, and karma yogi. Karmi means like doing something good works, and karma kanda that people are using gods for his people's own use only. And in the karma yogi, people are chanting saying the Krishna Maha Mantra. And in the third one, the second one is we should be a good leader, and that we have to help everyone and tell everyone to what should they have to do. And in the third one, our real enemy. So our real enemy is our selfishness, our anger. So we have to control that. And the fourth one is taking shelter as a discipline. Krishna starts explaining Arjun that you are a soldier only. And the third chapter is characteristic of Krishna in devotees. That's it.
Thank you, thank you, Charvi. You explained it. You summarized all the 3 chapters very nicely. So now we have Adya. She will explain us in the short. So all of us pay attention because she will do the conclusion of today's class. Okay, I'll bring her on the spot. Okay, I'll unmute her. Yes, go ahead.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Dandavat Pranam. I would be very proud to be attending this class. Myself, Dia, I would be explaining in short all the 3 chapters. In first chapter, Arjuna, in the battlefield of Kurukshetra, he 2 armies are there, Pandavas and Kauravas. They both were fighting for a kingdom, and Arjuna was confessing that Pandavas means. Can I explain in Hindi? It would be good.
Yes, explain. Yes.
Yeah. I would be good to explain in Hindi. फर्स्ट चैप्टर में अर्जुना बैटलफील्ड में होते हैं, तो बैटलफील्ड में दो वॉर्स होते हैं, पांडवास और कुरुक्षेत्र, ये कौरवास के बीच में. तो अर्जुना मीन्स उन्हें ये होता है कि डर होता है कि सामने वाले जो मीन्स उनके रिलेटिव्स है, टीचर्स, फ्रेंड्स और उनके अपोजिट आर्मीज है, वो सब उनके रिलेटिव्स हैं, तो उन्हें वो हर्ट नहीं करना चाहते थे, पर उन्हें ये डर था कि बैटल फील्ड में उन्हें कुछ हर्ट ना करे सामने वालों को. तो कृष्णा ने उन्हें ये बोला कि हैज अ ड्राइवर एंड हिज फ्रेंड, तो और स्पिरिचुअल स्पीकर, तो वो बोलना चाहते थे उनको कि तुम ये मत देखो कि वो सामने वाले तुम्हारे रिलेशनशिप में है और या तुम्हारे रिलेटिव्स है, तुम ये देखो कि तुम एक वॉरियर हो, बस तुम्हें ये देखना है कि तुम एक किंगडम के लिए लड़ रहे हो. That's all.
वॉरियर का धर्म क्या है? क्षत्रिय का धर्म है युद्ध करना है. आप मुझे स्मरण करो और युद्ध करो, वो बोल रहे थे वो. ओके, फाइन. ओके, यस अद्वैत, आप बोलिए, आपको क्या समझ में आया आज के क्लास में?
पहले चैप्टर में कि कृष्ण अर्जुन बोल रहे थे और कृष्ण सुन रहे थे, और दूसरे चैप्टर में अपन और मृत्यु ने आत्माएं.
ओके, तो पहले चैप्टर में कृष्ण सुन रहे थे, अर्जुन बोल रहे थे, और चैप्टर 2 में अर्जुन सुन रहे थे, कृष्ण बोल रहे थे, और कृष्ण क्या बोले कि हम शरीर में आत्मा है. ओके, फाइन. ओके, गुड. ओके, अच्छा, आप कुछ श्लोक बोल सकते हैं? आप एक श्लोक बोल सकते हैं? धर्म
क्षेत्र कुरुक्षेत्र समवेताय पांडवश्चैव किरतुकोक्त संजय. धृतराष्ट्र ने कहा, हे संजय, युद्ध में मेरे तथा पांडु के पुत्रों ने क्या किया?
Fine. Thank you so much.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. My name is Vihan and I am going to tell you about 3 chapters of Gita. First chapter, observing the battlefield of Kurukshetra. This chapter sets the scene of the Kurukshetra battlefield. Arjuna, seeing his relatives, teachers and friend on board teachers, is and both sides and
Viji. Now I am gonna tell some points of Bhagavad Gita of chapter 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. First chapter, observing the armies of battlefield of Kurukshetra. There are 4 parts: battlefield, a sign of victory for the Pandavas, Lord Shri Krishna's causeless mercy, and reluctance to reluctance to fight. In Mahabharat, there are 18 Akshoni. 1 Akshoni is equals to 2,18,700. These are divided in 4 parts. First, 21,870 elephants, 21,870 chariots, 65,630 horses, and 1,09,350 soldiers. And now the second chapter, contents of Bhagavad Gita summarized. Now Krishna speaks and Arjuna listens. First, Krishna tells that you are not this body, but you are a spiritual soul. And in this chapter, Krishna tells that the 3 kleshas, Adhyatmik klesha, Adi Bhautik klesha, and Adi Devik klesha. Adhyatmik klesha means the problems caused by mind and body. Adi Bhautik klesha means the problems caused by other human beings. And Adi Devik klesha means the problems caused by natural disasters. And the third chapter, Karma Yoga. In this chapter, Krishna tells the 3 parts of karma: karmi, karma kanda, karma yogi. Karmi means for the selfishness, they eat, sleep, drink, and they do their work. And karma kanda means they pray the God and for their selfishness, like to pass me God, please, and please save me from these disasters. And in Karma Yogi, they pray the God for unselfishness, like doing japa, please help others. Thank you.
Fine. And also in Karma Yogi, we have 2 more parts. One is Sakama Karma Yogi, Niskama
And
Karma
Nishkama Karma Yogi.
Okay, fine. Thank you. Wonderful. I was very impressed by you. Thank you.
Okay. Hare Krishna to all. My name is Kunjeshwari Radhika, and today I'm here to share my understanding and realization about mainly 3 chapters of Bhagavad Gita: chapter 1, chapter 2, and chapter 3. So, first and foremost, I would like to show my gratitude towards A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada and invoke my blessings to Lord Shri Krishna, who brought this transcendental message of Bhagavad Gita to the world. So may the guidance inspire and enlighten us as I'm here to explore the wisdom of Bhagavad Gita. So first of all, I would like to explain my understanding of the first chapter, that is observing the armies of the battlefield, which is also known as Arjuna's Vishwad Yoga. So as per my understanding, the first chapter is where Arjuna is full of sorrow and distress on the battlefield. He's very confused and he asks for guidance from Lord Shri Krishna. And in this chapter, we learn that even in the darkest of times, we have to learn to connect with Lord Shri Krishna. And as per the sequence in the first chapter, first is that Duryodhana inspects the army, and second point that we see as per the sequence is that Arjuna sees the warriors and feel unhappy. Okay, so the basic conclusion of this chapter is that it reminds us that even in the darkest of times, we should remember Krishna and without underestimating him, because he has a bigger picture. So now I would like to explain the second chapter, that is content of Gita summarization, which is also known as Sankhya Yoga. In this chapter, as per my understanding, we see that the soul is eternal and matter is temporary. So it can be compared as per we give like as per it can be compared as per we discard our clothes and buy new ones. So we learn different yogas in this chapter. First is karma yoga, gyan yoga, and dhyan yoga. And lastly, there are symptoms. We also learn symptoms of a person, and we learn symptoms of a person. And conclusion of this chapter is that we have to learn how to control our senses and control from our sense gratification and desire and follow Krishna consciousness. And last but not the foremost, we have third chapter, that is Karma Yoga. As per my understanding, the third chapter explains how one can connect through karma. We also learn that our work is to purify. Our work to Krishna purify always from our intentions. We should always think of Krishna every time. We should work for Krishna's pleasure, which is called Nishkam Karma Yoga. And we should also offer food to Krishna. We should offer food to Krishna and free ourselves from sins. And third thing that I learned from this chapter is we also learn the importance of selfless action and how we have to perform our actions without attachment. And we should focus on the process but not the outcome. And the conclusion is that it teaches us to perform actions selflessly, offering them to Krishna, and with the duty of devotion, detachment, and dedication. We have to let go of attachment of results. Thank you, and Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Kunjeshwari. I think you explained it in a very systematic way. But there were certain things you missed out. Like Hariram Prabhu was talking about the three kleshas, and we spoke about the karma kanda, and we spoke about how as a Kshatriya you're supposed to fight, and then also we spoke about the first chapter. Arjuna said, I don't want to fight. He gave 5 reasons, Then we also spoke about how the chariot was gifted by, Indra, and there was a flag on the, chariot, like Acharya's blessings. Pranav, go ahead.
Hare Krishna. I'm Pranav Shaju, and I would like to give a presentation on all the chapters of Bhagavad Gita. So the first chapter is observing the armies on the battlefield of Kurukshetra. So during the first chapter, we talked about Dhritarashtra's mindset, how he was blindly how he had blind affection towards his children. He always loved them and did not correct their mistakes. And it also talks about Arjuna's confusions and doubts. And Krishna is listening to him. And Arjuna also put down his bow because of compassion towards his family members. He was confused. That why would he kill his own family members and friends. And second is he had a fear of sin. And he also had a doubt of what benefit will he gain after killing his own family members.
Also, he spoke about the Kula Dharma part, by killing them, everybody.
Kula Dharma.
Okay, he gave 5 reasons. That was the main reason of the first chapter. Okay, so what about second chapter? Go ahead.
The second chapter is the content of the Gita summarized. So in this chapter we talked Krishna is now starts speaking, and Arjuna starts to listen him. In this chapter, Krishna tells Arjuna that we are not the body, we are the soul. It's just like how we discard our old clothes and buy new ones and wear it, just like that. So the soul throws away the old body and adopts a new one. Not a new one. And Krishna also says to Arjuna that he is a Kshatriya and he has to do his job without any hesitation, and fight for dharma. And there are also some duties of the soul and the body. The duties of the soul is to try and understand the Lord, love the God, and also know that the Lord is always watching our actions.
What about the third chapter?
The third chapter is Karma Yoga. There are three types of people: karmis, karma kanda, and karma kanda and karma yogi. The karmis are those people who do not believe in God, and also and only do things for self enjoyment. And karma kanda are people who pray to God just for material benefit. And karma yogi are the people who serve and do the bhakti of Lord. Thank you.
And karma yogis have two parts, two divisions. Any guess? Niskama karma yoga and
Yeah.
karma yoga.
Yes.
Yeah. So Niskama karma yoga. So as a devotee, what we have to do? We have to do Niskama karma yoga, not Sakama karma yoga. Sakama karma yoga is good, but then you have little attachment. But Niskama karma yoga, it's like completely surrender. Okay. Thank you so much. It was a very profound way of you presented today. Okay.
And today I am going to discuss on first three chapters of Bhagavad Gita. So the first chapter is observing the armies of battlefield on the battlefield of Kurukshetra. In first chapter, I have learned that if we seek the help of Bhagavad Gita, Krishna will help us mercifully. In the second chapter is content of Gita summarized. In this, I have learned that who am I? And the answer is I am a soul but with a temporary body. In this, we can learn like means as our clothes get old, we throw out them and we buy new clothes. In same
आप
way,
हिंदी में भी बोल सकते हैं, आराध्या हिंदी में भी बोल सकते हैं, दोनों मिक्स कर सकते हैं. ओके. जैसे हम हमारे कपड़े पुराने होते हैं, हम उन्हें फेंक देते हैं. सेम वैसे ही जब हमारा शरीर पुराना होता है, हमारा आत्मा उसे वहां से निकल के नए शरीर में ट्रांसफर होता है. द थर्ड चैप्टर इज कर्म योगा. इसमें मैंने सीखा कि द वर्क डन एज अ सैक्रिफाइस फॉर कृष्णा हैज टू बी परफॉर्म, अदरवाइज द वर्क कॉजेस बॉन्डेज इन दिस मटेरियल वर्ल्ड. टुडे therefore we should perform our duties for his satisfaction. Hence, in this way, we cannot get in the of that bondage, and we will be free from there. These are my 3 points. As well as I have learned that just Gita is mirror for the soul. Just like a manual comes with the home applicants when we buy them, similarly the nature created by God comes with the manual of Bhagavad Gita. So we should read it and we should use it in our daily life. Thank you. Thank you so much. So basically, I'll just give you a small thing. In first chapter, Krishna was listening. Arjuna was speaking. He gave 5 reasons that I don't want to fight. He said, if I fight, it will be a sin because Dronacharya, Bhishma Dev, and if I fight in the war, what about the Kula Dharma? Everybody will die. Their wives will become widow. And he was not coward, but he was feeling very soft-hearted. If I do this, it will be a mistake. What if I win the war, but no relatives are there? So he was feeling a little disturbed. That's one thing. Then also, in the second chapter, now Arjuna was confused. Said, Krishna, now you are my guru, Vande Krishna Jagat Guru. So you please help me. I'm confused. So Krishna started speaking. So when he started speaking, he speaks about that we are not this body, we are soul. And then we also spoke about karmic bond. All the things we spoke. Adi Klesha, Adi Bhautik, Adi Devi. We spoke about that. And the last chapter, this Karma Yoga, third chapter, there also we spoke about karmi. Remember we spoke about two types, Nishkama Karma Yoga, Sakama Karma Yoga. And he said that you are a Kshatriya. Kshatriya means you have to fight. You should do your dharma. He says, Maam Swaran Yuddha. You remember me and you fight. Okay, so these are the three things we discussed. So yeah, thank you so much. I think you spoke very nice. तो हमने ये तीन चीज हमने प्रयास किया. So very good. Congratulations for all of you for explaining telling me the names of all three chapters and giving some nice, wonderful points from three chapters. So very grateful. So next week onwards, we'll go with the fourth chapter.